To me, true leadership in an ever-changing global society is being a lifelong learner. I learn from many of you using Twitter. So thank you for your ideas, your thoughts, and suggestions, which push me to think and do more for our students and our profession. Leadership is about looking at all areas for now and for the future. We did this in the state of Illinois with the Illinois Principals Association when I was president, and when we created the Ed Leaders Network, which now provides professional development to principals and staffs in many states and our entire Zone 5 in an on-your-time, in-your-way approach. If you haven't given it a look, please do. I believe it will be well worth your time. A little background on myself. My name is Travis Wyatt, and I presently serve NAESP as Zone 5 Director. I'm also the principal of Jasper County Junior High in Newton, Illinois, with some of the best students and staff in education anywhere. I also have some other duties in our district. I serve as Assistant Superintendent, District Safety Coordinator, Junior High Athletic Director, and other duties as assigned, as many of you know way too well. I've been a principal at all levels, K through 8. 12 years as an elementary principal, 16 years as junior high principal, and my 26 years in education. I'm still wondering why I graduate 8th grade students each year, and somehow they move on and I don't. Still working on that one. As a current leader with NAESP, it is evident that our focus still needs to be maintaining the great importance of education with all vested groups. We have to work to continue to be viable in all discussions, support our present members, and grow membership, as our combined voices are the strength of our association. Mentoring future leaders is very important in an ever-changing educational arena. Most importantly, we have to be in position to provide your stories and views for proper perspectives on educational movements and decisions, which I know each of you will on the Hill this week. For me, NAESP must be willing to analyze, adjust, and change present processes and approaches where needed to be relevant in all educational discussions, now and in the future. We can do this by holding true to these 3 areas. The first one is passion. We each need to remember why we got into education. It isn't the paycheck, the long hours, the phone calls, the home visits, the meetings upon meetings, the evaluations, the supervision, the emergency custodial duties, or being Clifford the big red dog for the Scholastic Book Fair and reading goals. Each one of you must continue to have this passion and believe that all will be accomplished for your students and for our profession. The second is purpose. Consider all the decisions and requirements of your position in education. What is your filter for your decisions? The answer is very easy. It's because we all want to do what is best. Best for our students, best for our schools, and best for principals. Otherwise, why would you be here at National Leaders Conference? No matter what your underlying thought process is, we all use these filters to provide purpose for the future of education. And finally is persistence. To say we need to be creative, deal with less, while striving for excellence in everything we do for students in our elementary, middle schools, and junior high schools is an extreme understatement. To stand firm in adversity, to be able to stand back up when situations in education seem to be wearing you down or causing you to shake your head, and you know what I mean, because I do it a lot. But everyone should know without a shadow of a doubt that what you do makes a difference. Always has and always will. Thanks for taking on the challenge and putting yourself in your educational leadership role for your students, for your school, for your state, and for NAESP. It would indeed be a very humble and honored privilege to lead our great association of incredible educational leaders as president-elect. I will work for continued growth in membership, continue to focus on advocacy approaches, improve technology approaches, as well as focusing on the strategic plan with collaborative approaches, and let's say no-box ideas, to ensure that NAESP maintains its prominence, visibility, and relevancy. Some would say we are in some of the toughest times in educational history. Perhaps we should view this as the most exciting time for educational growth and for our association. Together, with your support, as president-elect, we can lead the National Association of Elementary School Principals in this incredible opportunity to make a difference. Thank you again for leading our youth in education and our great association, both with passion, purpose, and persistence. Thank you, and please vote. I think the two things that I would change are resources and relationships. First of all, resources. Every student deserves the proper and the same resources to receive their very best education, no matter what their zip code is. In this day and age, we know the technology will be very important to education in the future, but because of where we're located and because of our situations, we all have different approaches there. And that's not fair, that's not best for students, and that's not best for education. The second part is relationships. Relationship has always been the groundwork of education. Students have to believe that we care about them and we want the best for them, and they have to know that we're there to push them to become better. Positive relationships in your building is the most important thing you have. And the neat thing about that, when you think back to resources, is it doesn't cost you any money. It just costs you the time that we're all putting in anyway. So to answer that question, the things I would change about American education are resources, the same for everybody, and everyone have positive relationships in their daily work.
Thank you, Travis.
Collaboration, I think, is a big part of what we're trying to do. The days of having the different silos in your buildings, this department didn't talk to this department, we did our thing, they did their thing, those things can no longer happen. When we start thinking of areas as NAESP, we need to partner and have those stakeholders to go together, whether it's SSP, the Superintendent's Association, the PTA, and so forth. Together, we all do have a common goal. That is to do what's best for kids and to prepare them to be up here, to be sitting where you're at in a little over a decade. So to me, I think we are all in this together, and it's just about time that we said we are.